What a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
The piano playing was average, but the voice, beautiful. Tori Amos is with us. Tori, and thanks for coming in, because I know you were gigging last night.
Yeah.
Here in London.
Gigging at the Apollo.
How'd it go?
Heaven.
I've got some emails here, people who were there last night, very grateful fans of yours, saying how much they enjoyed it. She said that one saying that, you don't play as much in the UK as they'd like anymore. But, people are never satisfied. Just saw last night. And someone asking whether you've come dressed as a librarian.
Were they there?
I don't think so. Just, Jonathan, can you tell me, has Tori come dressed as a librarian B?
Oh, you mean today?
Yeah, would you consider playing live dressed as an EasyJet air stewardess? I think Alex has got issues that...
Yeah.
Well, I love that stewardess look from the 60s.
Yeah.
You know that movie Almost Famous?
Yeah.
When they came out in the little pink? See, I like stewardesses in go-go boots, and...
That's a good
it's just for my pleasure, right?
That must be part of the fun, though, I guess, of being a lady, but a lady performer, a woman on stages. You can wear more or less what you want, can't you?
Well, last night it was very much about being a pink snake in Mary Poppins boots.
Hey, you and me both! And I was at home. Mary Poppins, I know. You have a young daughter, of course.
Yes.
Presumably she's a Mary Poppins fan, I would have thought.
You know it. So his husband. He was in love with Mary Poppins when he was little.
Such a great film, isn't it?
I didn't rediscover it until, of course, I was sitting with my little girl. I think, like we were talking before, you rediscover things with kids that you, in your 20s, you say, oh, that's not cool.
You're too busy rushing around being young and angry.
Yeah.
Or making a name for yourself and stuff. Well, then you get to sit down and watch with the children. And do you carefully vet what she watches?
Well, I must tell you, when we just got into Britain, I don't know, a couple weeks ago before this tour, we came over from the States, finished that leg, and of course she was jet lagging. So I bring her downstairs, middle of the night, put on the telly, and I didn't think, I'm in England, everything's going to be fine. Well, I thought, Tom Hanks is up there on the telly. I said, oh, Tom Hanks, he's fine.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, husband gets down there and says, wife, what are you doing? And I look up, and Jonathan, he's doing it with Shelley Long on the bed. And Natasha is jaw on the floor.
I don't blame her.
Standing, going, what they doing? What they doing?
I think she was probably thinking, I thought Shelley Long's career was over years ago, didn't she?
And her husband, I got to tell you, I was completely speechless.
It's a tragic thing. My wife was saying last night, the children, because it was a weekend, we let them stay up a little bit later on a Friday and a Saturday night. It's not a school night. And they went upstairs and Jane said, okay, you can watch a little bit of cartoons before bed and then we'll come upstairs. Went upstairs, and she said it was a really lovely picture because they were all cuddled up together. They'd made a little nest for each other with these cushions. They had a blanket over them, they were all wearing their pyjamas. Harvey had his striped flannelette pyjamas on. The children had their little nightgowns on. They were watching an M&M special on MTV.
Yeah, I know. Well, the crazy thing is when they ask you these questions, and she's 2 and 4 months or whatever, and she's never seen that kind of thing before. So when she said, what they doing, and this is where her husband just looked and said, they're testing the bed.
That's a good answer, because he's not started lying to her yet.
That's right.
Yeah, he's not giving her the whole story.
But if she calls me up when she's 13 and say, oh, don't worry, Mom, I'm just testing the bed. I'm a bit late.
Well, but you can't, I don't think you can worry about that. Not just yet, anyway. And is she following in your footsteps? Are you teaching her the piano? Is she learning music?
Yeah, the thing is, I don't want to force her because, that's a huge turnoff. So she stands side of stage every night, makes us do Ring a Ring of Roses. The whole crew does it. And then she starts grooving and singing and dancing.
And that's sweet. Do you bring her out on stage ever? Does she perform with you?
Not on stage, because it's kind of loud, really hard on their ears. And also, it's a private thing.
I saw Piers Adore live once. I'm making no comparisons between the two of you. I kind of went to see her sort of ironically, but I enjoyed the evening. But it was very strange at the moment. She brought her son out on stage. More, I think, just to, I don't know why, really, to prove that she could procreate, I guess. And he came out wearing a dinner suit as if he was at a wedding. And there was just the element of ventriloquist doll about the whole thing. Really,
dear.
It was a strange thing.
Yeah, but the crazy thing about bringing kids on stage is that she would have to really be aware of what she's getting into. And I don't want to kind of, drag her out until she knows.
But she must, presumably, she knows you perform and she knows people come to see you play and to sing.
Oh, no, we go to the concert and she puts on her dress every night. Are you kidding?
Oh, that's nice.
And she puts makeup on everybody. It's a little bit like war paint.
Yeah.
Lipstick on Daddy's face. He's.
But that's a lovely age. Are you going to have any more kids? Do you have any more plans?
No.
That's it?
If I can do this half right.
Yeah.
This and the piano, that's enough.
And would you, would you consider adopting?
No, this is it.
Because I might be having another one, and, I don't want it. and you look like such a good mum, you know, it'd be quite a nice... We could make a deal now. No, actually, I'm not thinking about it anymore either. Andy, you going to have any kids?
Yeah, probably.
When, Andy?
I don't know.
Are you testing the bed?
He's very closed today, isn't he? Do you notice why he's not opening up to either of us? You know that? It was kind of...
I'm still, you know, thinking about that competition.
Well, don't move on.
I can't.
Move on from these.
Can't. Once the news is on, I'll be all
What
right.
happened? What competition?
Well, I thought I'd got it right, but as usual, he messed it up. But it's my fault, apparently, Tori.
There's a lot of anger in there.
What's your sign?
It's a Leo.
You're a bit troubled.
Yeah, he is trouble.
I'm troubled.
I can't believe I'm saying that.
Is Mars in Uranus?
Oh, dear.
Anyone know? Does anyone know the chart?
It's 12 o'clock. It's time for the news.
We're going to go to the news. Tori, you're going to perform for us afterwards, I hope?
I'll try.
Fabulous. And if you need any help with the C, the G, or the D minor chord, I'm there for you.
Oh, good. I need help.
Okay. 88 to 91 FM, this is Radio 2 for the BBC. Fantastic. You can't beat the Beach Boys, and I couldn't be happy. We've got Tori Amos in. Generally, I couldn't be happy because you're about to perform, and I've seen you perform up close many times, and it's always a scintillating and wonderful moment. So don't mess it up, basically, okay? Because so far, track record's pretty good.
Okay.
I've had a lot of nice emails about you performing over the last few weeks here in the UK, one of which praised your drummer, Matt Chamberlain.
He's one of the best drummers in the world.
This is what this person said.
Yep, he is. He's, magical.
That's nice. The rest of the band not so hot, or they're all pretty good?
No, the bass player he's a jazzer, and he's, you know, he really, I think, is the bridge between me and Matt.
Yeah. But the bass is kind of like the rhythm section as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we have no guitars.
Oh. Guitars, that's
No.
It's a dead instrument.
No, but I thought it would be great to be working with melody and rhythm. I love the bottom end.
And I noticed when you play the piano, you use the lower notes often, but normally you stay up the upper register, don't you?
Well, in this song, yeah, but my left hand, I guess maybe I always wanted to be a bass player, really.
I know, I like it high, though.
Do you?
Yeah, I love the tinkly sound of it. When you hear the piano up high, it's beautiful. Down low, boogie-woogie. Not
necessarily. Also, though, you can have that Al Green,
Yeah, I like that. But I supply my own bass.
I'm sure you do, John.
I'm in. And so, please, would you like me to introduce the song?
Yes, please.
Which one is it? Well, I don't know which one she's doing today.
Sorta Fairytale.
Okay, well, you've done it now, but you've done it very kind of grumpily. This is from Tori's current album, which we played a track of a while ago when she was on the show, and we played the tracks in between, and I know I've been playing more from Strange Little Girls, but this album is doing fantastically well all over the world, especially in America, and I've just been given the American packaging.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful packaging job.
Well, you get the map because Scarlet's Walk is a road trip sonic novel, and you get your map and your ledger, and you can follow where she went.
Well, this is beautiful. It's worth getting on import just to get all the extra stuff. But if you can't find an import, buy the UK version because the music is, of course, out of this world. This is track 2 of it, A Sort of Fairy Tale.
On my way north, up on the venture, I pulled back the hood, and I was talking to you, and I knew then it would be a lifelong thing, but I didn't know that we could bring a silver lining, and I'm so saved like a good book. I can put this deep back, a sort of fairy tale with you. Oh yes, a sort of fairy tale with you. Things you said that day up on the 101, the girl had come undone. I tried to downplay with the bit about us. You said you'd fake it as long as I could. I could not erase it, and I'm so sad. Like a good book, I can put this deep back, a sort of fairy tale with you. Oh yes, a sort of fairy tale with you. And I ride alongside, and I rode alongside you then, and I rode alongside till you lost me there in the open road. Rode alongside till the honey spread itself so thin for me to break your bread, for me to take your word. I had to steal it, and I'm Susan, like a good book. I can't put this deep back, a sort of fairy tale with you. I could pick back up whenever I feel way up north. I took my day, all in all was a pretty nice day, and I put the hood right back where you could taste heaven perfectly. Feel out the summer breeze. Didn't know when we'd be back, and I didn't think it'd end up like this.
What about that? That's incredible. How do you do that? Where does that come from?
I had a really good latte this morning.
Well, that's the answer. Obviously, it's a kind of presumably a skimmed milk latte. Is what,
No, full fat, honey.
What are you thinking when you're playing something like that? Where do you? I mean, presumably, because your hands are all over the keyboard there, and you're remembering the words. Do you have to do that? Do you have to remember the stuff, or does it just come because you know it so well? Or?
No, your hands are on the steering wheel. The top's down, and he's right there next to you.
I like that. That's kind of how we do this show. But occasionally, we run out of petrol.
Yeah.
Do you know, I ran... No, forget it.
That was really fabulous and beautiful and sounded wonderful, so thank you so much for doing
you're
it.
sweetie.
I'm looking forward, as always, I'm looking forward to seeing you live. I didn't know you were playing this week. No one told me. I wouldn't have come to see you last night. Well, we didn't have a babysitter, but...
we'll be back. We're going to come do the festivals this summer.
So you'll be working this summer. And which ones, do you know which one you're on?
No, it's a bit.
So you can't say yet. And but let's hope it's not one of those muddy days.
Oh, God.
Because you don't want to be, you don't want to be moshing out in the front there.
I know, but listen, this is the thing. My daughter, she'll look at me. Thank God she's got a British father, because I was opening the blind the other day, and it was the first day of sun, after all that rain. Yeah. And she goes, Mommy, no, what's that? It's the sun. Don't like it. Well, aren't you lucky?
Yeah, you see? That's a British child for you.
Yeah.
And is she got a British and American passport, presumably?
Yeah, she's sorted out.
Yeah, that's not. No, I'm not checking her papers yet. I'm not. I'm not asking you to take her out.
No, but these days it is just jeez.
Yeah, and do you find it tougher to perform these days because of what's going on? Because of the fact that let's face it, we're all in turmoil. I think everyone's kind of emotionally heightened in some way, and everyone's a bit nervous, and everyone's rushing around panicking.
Yeah, but that's why that's why it's a good time to be out, because people just need a place where they're not bombarded by, end of the world, apocalyptic, and if that's going on, whatever, sometimes people just need some relief. And so you go and hang out and
we go into what we call the Tori zone.
Yeah, baby.
That's where we go. Tori, it's so lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. The tour's more or less over now, I guess, isn't it?
No, we're going to the continent today.
All right.
We're over there for a couple of weeks, and then we go to America for a few months.
But for our purposes in this country, it's more
we'll see it. We'll see in the summer.
So we're not interested in where you're going now, to be honest with you, because we can't get to see you.
I know, piss off.
We wish you well.
Okay.
We're kind of like toddlers. Once you leave our line of vision, you no longer exist.
I know. I know. I'm Tony Amos to you now.
A famous Italian singer, Tony Amos, has left the building. Tori, thanks so much.